Okay, guys, let's roll. Weather in South Wales, cloudy and misty. A miserable day for some, a beautiful day for me. I don't like the sun. When I came back from Singapore after 2.5 years, I was as white as the day I went out there. And the guy on customs said, "You've been out there 2.5 years," he said, looking at my passport. "And you're whiter than me." We used to have white people in airports back in those days. And let's move on with it. I woke up again this morning. That happened yesterday, remember? And I was thinking about this video I have to make. I thought it's like that bloody film Groundhog Day. Good film, I enjoyed it. I've watched it a couple of times. And of course, I thought about Groundhog Day, made me think of the image behind me, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's quite famous. In it, you can see, I think it's Jimmy Dean. I think it's it, James Dean. Is that Cagney? That's Bogart. Next to him is Marilyn Monroe. And the guy behind the counter is Elvis Presley. And looking at James Dean made me think of Rebel Without a Cause. I'm useless without something to fight for. Conflict is meat, breath to me. I need it in my life. I need stress. Anyhow, but the image reminded me of a bar in Den Haag, The Hague. Why they call it Den Haag and The Hague, I don't know. I was out there on contract, had a nice apartment provided by the company. But that's another story. Groundhog Day. When I was out there, I was thinking about the film in my apartment. Didn't have the internet and sort of mobile phones then, or where I was. And I was thinking, what is the bloody name of that groundhog? Something Pete. And it was driving me nuts, it was. Anyhow, that's what that image is about. And the Groundhog Day is, here I go again. I'm going to make another video about Advance UK because I must, not because I want to. But before we get there, I was thinking about the English. A very much maligned race, the English. They've done so much for the world. Yeah, sure, they kicked us Welsh about back in the day, but in all fairness to them, they were kicking the entire world about back then. Nothing wrong with that. It's what we do. I like the English. For a long time, it wasn't fashionable in Wales to like the English. Even now, it's still not fashionable amongst the Marxists. They'd rather see Wales full of Somalians than English. Well. No, but the English, they're having a tough time with their flag, boys. They really are. The respect I have for the English patriots is so immense, you guys won't know. You're out there, you're putting your flags up. It's great. It's really great to see. But it made me think about then this song here. Okay, now I've had a copyright warning from YouTube. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to turn the sound off, guys, and I'll play the video for the English people out there, because I think this link kind of sums up the way many English feel, and I want them to go watch it. And even if you're not English, I'd like you to watch it. And let me show you. Now I can't play the song, but it really sums up the English, you know, and it talks about, in a way, diversity. The United Kingdom doesn't need any more diversity, does it? We've got enough diversity. We've got the Welsh, the Scots, and the Ulstermen. And to some extent, I'm going to deal them in on this hand. We've got the Irish in the Republic of Ireland. It's great to see that the Protestants and the Catholics are putting their differences behind them, isn't it? But this song is about, if you like, English identity. And I would like you to go and watch it. I'm going to put the link in the link in the descriptions. It's called Roots by Show of Hands. It's a beautiful song. It used to inspire me back in the early days of the British National Party. Used to play it all the time in our Pal Talk room and on our radio station. Yeah, we used to have a radio station, the Green Arrows did. Cost me a lot of money. Cost the Green Arrows a lot of money to get that license and to put it all together. But we'll come back to that. But please, 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 go watch that song. We leave them there singing, shall we, guys? Now, where else do I want to go? We're talking about Groundhog Day, wasn't we? See, this is the thing when you don't have a script, you lose track of where you are and what you wanted to say. But to be honest, I don't like scripts. I can write good scripts, but I don't want to be stuck in front of a teleprompter, which I could do. Right. So we were talking about Groundhog Day, and I was thinking I've got to make a video about new UK, advanced UK activists. Oh, hang on though. We could go somewhere else first. Yeah. Let's go here, is it? Talking about diversity and stuff like that. These were the old hunting grounds during my days on Fishery Protection. And I was thinking this morning about which I preferred. Did I prefer the Shetlands, yeah, and getting hammered in Lerwick, or did I prefer the Orkneys, getting hammered in Kirkwall? They're fabulous days. And then I thought, well, there was the Outer Hebrides, or the Hebrides over here. Where is it? There's a little port over here. Or Aris, it was Stone. There it is, Stornoway. These were the waters that we sailed. You can imagine what the weather was like in the storms. And we'd be hunting the French, the Dutch, even the Russians. They'd all come there, try to steal our fish. They should have waited a few years, shouldn't they? Could we give it to them in the end? Yeah, our ship, on the side of our gun, a Beaufort, Boot Wortley was the gunner. We'd paint the flags of every ship, fishing vessel we arrested, and we'd pick them up and we'd take them into little ports all over the place. Yeah, seriously, guys, beautiful part of the world, and the welcome we used to get in these little small places here along the coast when we put in would be wonderful. One place they slaughtered sheep for us. It was great days. Talking about sheep, I think the prettiest sheep in the world have got to be the Wiltshire sheep. I know, it's not patriotic. People talk about what's cuter than a nice Welsh lamb or tastes better. But yeah, Wiltshire sheep are definitely the prettiest. Take it from me, I should know. I'm a Welshman. We're an expert on sheep. Right, enough of that. I suppose we'd better get down to work. I don't want to do this, guys. I really don't. Oh, there must be something wrong with you. You at least have the option of just clicking unsubscribe and move on to somewhere more sane. Okay, serious mode, coffee. Now this is serious. This is about the new activists of Advance UK. If you watched yesterday's video, I showed you what Searchlight was saying about your party. Okay, it's going to get tough, guys. It really is going to get tough. Advance UK and those behind it are going to have to get tougher, and they're going to have to be more proactive. And when I say proactive, you're going to have to get people in like me who will not stop. I'm going to show you now. Regrettably, this does kind of feature me, and I'm embarrassed about it. I tried to work in the dark. Let's go here to my beginnings of what one man can do who's determined, and then we'll go on to what he can do when he surrounds himself with a couple of like-minded people. This was the home of the Green Arrow. It was open for 2 years. Okay, you can see here the date it closed down. There's the Green Arrows and friends. We're moving on to our new site. Back then I had a theme. A lot of stuff I put out would show canoes. Where does the canoe come from? What put the canoe into my mind? The canoe came from the book by Baden-Powell, the founder of the Boy Scouts movement. He wrote a book called Paddle Your Own Canoe. I'd been a naughty boy. I was in naval detention. Refused a direct order. Fatal. That's another story. Anyhow, in my cell, I had 2 books. The Bible, which I'd already read at any rate, but the Bible is a good book. Seriously, whether you're religious or not, there is so much you can learn from the Bible, Old Testament and New. Yeah. And the other book was by Baden-Powell, Paddle Your Own Canoe. And so I used that canoe for a long, long time. There used to be a logo of the ship with the canoe in the front. Ah, well. Anyhow, the site's closed and we went on to a website we opened up. Yeah, and that went for a while and had a huge following. But anyhow, so the site is closed. I paid tribute here to a guy called John of Gwent, who helped me build the website. Yeah, we could build websites in those days. And as I say, yeah, I'm an hard person to work for. A fun person to work for and with, but I won't stop until it's done. Anyhow, John has agreed. I have released your family and they will be back with you soon. You have my word they were not mistreated. Thank you. Have a day off. Good friend, John. I should get in touch with them. Then I go on to thank a good friend, Stuart. He was working in Japan. He sent me a nice message. He'd seen what I'd done on my own, and he said he couldn't sit out there in Japan and watch what he called a one-man army, which I was. I'm not saying that for any other reason. I'm just stating facts now. Guys, I don't have this thing about false modesty or seek this. I don't seek anything because, quite frankly, I don't care. All I care about is achieving the target and arriving at our destination. And so he said, when he saw me doing everything he could, he got in touch with me and he helped from Japan. And he was a superb web designer, stuff like that. He helped set up our radio station, and so I could offload a lot of work to him. He would host our radio show put out news bulletins. We had it all going, and we were just a support group of the BNP. Some in the BNP didn't like it, that we seemed to get more attention. But the sole purpose of the Green Arrows was to push people towards the British National Party's website. And we've done a damn good job at it. Think on this, two men holding down full-time jobs, operating in different time zones, managed to make sense of garbled emails from myself and work together as a team to get us up and running. By now, we'd achieved and managed to gather a small army of writers, not a lot, but a few. Anyhow, I made plans. We will build a secure forum. We did. We will build a secure chat room. We did. We will create an online radio station. We did. And we will create a video area. We did. That was the late lamented Bertie Burt. His channel is still out there, and you can find videos of me interviewing people from all walks of life. Andrew Bronze, an MEP, prominent nationalists mainly. I never liked doing interviews because I don't like the sound of my own voice. I really don't. If I could find someone to do this, I would. It's not the way it works. Anyhow, here I announced the change from Home of the Green Arrow and Friends to Friends of the Green Arrow. Me wishful thinking, and I can retire to the front room and play poker knowing the site is in good hands with the new Green Arrow, whoever he may or may be. I went through a phase of playing 21 Pontoon. I taught myself how to do card counting in Pontoon. I was always going to go to Vegas and have a bit of fun. After I taught myself card counting, I had a map of the strip and everything. Red 7 was the counting method I used. I practiced with a deck of cards until I had perfect, couldn't be beat. And then one day, when I could do it, I just stopped. Started playing poker. Read, I must have about 20 poker books in my library. Read them all, spoke to the writers, became quite good. Became what I would call a break-even player. I made some money, not a great deal. Could have probably made more, but there we go. But I didn't get to play poker, did I? Because I was the Green Arrow. Anyhow, let's have a look at this. Is it this old site? For memory's sake, I haven't been here for a long, long time. 2006 is an olden area where there's some jokes in it. Non-political, sorry. They're not politically correct. And and then let's have a quick look since we're here. Oh, there's the Muslim jokes. Yeah, okay, let's forget that. I didn't really want to go there. Okay, I started a comic strip. The right side. After that guy Larson, was it, on the far side? I don't know if you can read this. Let's have a look. Dark sense of humour. I'm too young to go clubbing. There was something going on at the time about teddy bears called Bob. The Muslims didn't like it. Oh, yeah. There was a bit of a bust up in 2007. Someone called... It doesn't matter. It was an in-joke. Then the Reds got frightened by me tracking them down. Oh no, the Green Arrow was my IP address. Garside is a red. And there was a little bit of talk about that and the dog. So I take a swipe at them. Sorry, Guy, I must say no. Interspecies relationships never work out. I don't know if you get this stuff. As I said, my sense of humour is not quite like others. Muslims, You should find them down in the lower pits of hell. The right side by Green Arrow. Right, my turn to shoot someone. You shot the last one. That was topical at the time. Police have an habit of shooting people, sometimes innocent. Got a bit of stick over this one. No, mum, I am not anorexic. That was in all the news in 2007. Young girls were starving themselves to death to look good. I did like this one. Bad news, guys. We're in a back passage. Damn, I'm going to die a virgin. Damn, I'm out of Quran paper. Yeah, kind of in. Oh, I'd received a death threat of a Muslim guy. Convert to Islam or else. Just ignore me, I'm waiting for visitor 13. Yeah, that was a kind of in-joke at the time. Here's one I like. We've come about the jobs in the bowling alley. Are you seeing this, guys? Are you getting it? I could always start it up again if there was enough interest. They just pop into my mind. I've got a butterfly brain. Okay, they're talking about God. Okay, then, so what else did he get wrong? Muslims and liberal Democrats. You see that I use the word Muslims instead of Muslims. I've got to tell you about that. I'm thinking of becoming a Muslim. I'm thinking it's time to find someone new. Join the UAF and help stamp out democracy. Unite against fascism. These came after the ANL, Anti-Nazi League, and before Antifa, where we are now. They're the same people behind the UAF and ANL are the same people behind Antifa, only they're a lot older now. As advanced UK activists, you will learn the names of them and just ooze in their movements. One of my biggest enemies was the black man, Draylon Bonnet, I called him. Waylon Bennett or something his name was. He had an unfortunate sort of, he used to froth a lot at the mouth and dribble, yeah? He was an easy target. He was dumber than that, our Foreign Secretary Lamy. He was even dumber than him, and that takes some doing. Something had happened about silly women who had associated with some of the refugees. So what has he got that I haven't? TB and AIDS. Do you want me to go on? Interesting thing there, what year is this? This is in 2007. One of the first articles I wrote was about the coming back of TB into this country, being brought in by immigration after we almost wiped it out. TB, by the way, in this country was known as the White Plague. You UAF thugs are nothing but fascists. Do we look like fascists? And here's the first one I ever made. Great Britain, man, this is our land now. I don't think the BNP will let us keep it, sir. Kind of topical, isn't it? Look, yeah. Let's get back home here. Oh, down here, I'd set up a link. Forgot about that. Well, it's still working. Oh, no. Piaku, right-wing British politician flayed the Hindu death of far-right infiltrator Rael. I think I spoke about him. Inside the far-right group, Patriotic Alternative. Guys, look at this. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. Being near so vile, this day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here. The Green Arrows. And here, all material published on these pages represent the personal views of the Green Arrow and should not be taken to represent official BNP policy. This site is not an official BNP site, neither is it a puppet of the BNP. It is an independent site. Oh, I wonder if that old email works. I could use that. Okay, guys. Look, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this into a two-part video. I'll come back to you on what you're supposed to be new activists should be doing. Right. Before we go, take a look. Yes. 2009, I wrote 1,133 articles. 2008, 907. In 2007, when I was on my own, I wrote 833 articles. You work that out, how many I was churning out a day. 2008, 927. By now, a couple of writers had joined me. The wonderful Sarah Maid of Albion. John of Gwent, who I spoke about, he joined me. By year, we had 3 or 4. The story's going to get interesting. Okay, guys? Anyhow, there'll be another video within the next hour or so, carrying on from it. I've got to do something. Okay, guys, you've been listening to... Before I go, I got to tell you this. Nobody knew who the Green Arrow was for a long, long time, until round about 2009. And it was, who is the Green Arrow? Nick Griffin, the chairman of the BNP, he had my telephone number. He was given my number. Lots of people wanted to talk to me. I didn't want to be known, guys. I've never wanted to be known. I just wanted to be like that guy, the original Green Arrow for me, who sent those angry letters into the newspapers with the pen name The Green Arrow. I didn't want it. I really didn't want to be known. And I wish I hadn't been. It brought so much misery to my family. Anyhow, one night in my hideout, the phone rang. It was the chairman of the BNP. Hello? Nick Griffin. Who are you? Never forget it. Okay, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll do some serious work in the next one. Back soon.